It is day 2 at the Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama, and if you can't tell, folks, it's raining. It's raining pretty hard. Nevertheless, practice is still taking place at the outdoor Hancock-Whitney Stadium here on the campus of South Alabama University. So the guys will be outside. They'll be braving the elements along with the scouts, the fans, the media. Everybody's out here. But on Thursday, the final practice, that's going to be held indoor at their indoor practice facility, similar to what the facility the Giants have back in East Rutherford. So in terms of access, that'll be very limited on the final day of practice here, with the game, of course, coming your way on Saturday. Of course, the big story for any NFL draft is always the quarterbacks. And it's no different this year. Not because they're a bunch of surefire top 10 picks, but because there are questions as to how these quarterbacks are going to be rated and ranked and where they're going to go in the draft. And most of the top quarterbacks are here. Let's take a look at Kenny Pickett from Pittsburgh. He's a guy that some people believe is a top quarterback. Carson Strong from Nevada. He has a lot of really good raw skills. Desmond Ridder from Cincinnati. He was a top quarterback before the season started. Sam Howell from North Carolina. Looks NFL ready in terms of his mechanics, the type of offenses he's played in. Then you have Malik Willows from Liberty. He's kind of the wild card. Really good athletically from a small school. Good thrower of the football. Great arm. A lot of physical talent. But can he make that big jump to the NFL level? We'll have to wait and see. It's also a very good tight end class here in Mobile, Alabama. A lot of the top tight ends that could go on days 1, mostly day 2, and some on day 3 as well, are in the house. Jeremy Rucker from Ohio State. He really flashed with a great catch on day 1, peeling the ball off the ground. Jake Ferguson from Wisconsin is a talented two-way player. So is Charlie Kohler from Iowa State. Trey McBride from Colorado State and Isaiah Likely from Coastal Carolina are two small school guys that could make noise here as well. A couple other prospects I want to make note of. Kingsley Anabari out of South Carolina. He's a pass rusher for the American team. He made a lot of plays on the first day of practice here. He's somebody to watch that could be a day 2 or maybe even slide into the back end of day 1. Daniel Fa'alele, a left tackle out of Minnesota. He measured in, folks, at 6'8" and over 380 pounds with over 35-inch arms. And he was on the move as a lead blocker on a run from Cincinnati's Jerome Ford in practice, and he can move too, so he's an athlete. A very interesting prospect to keep an eye on. Speaking of Jerome Ford, the running back, he was really good as a runner on day 1 and day 2. Made some really good moves in space to make guys miss, and a very capable receiver out of the backfield as well. Good route runner. And one other skill position guy that really caught my eye, Christian Watson, wide receiver out of North Dakota State. Big guy, over 200 pounds, 6'4", can get separation, caught passes over the top, had a nice back shoulder catch, a couple of good hands catches. Really nice job from Watson. He's really been the wide receiver that stood out the most to me so far in Mobile. I'm John Schmeelk. Thanks for joining us for today's End of Day Report.